More breaking news here on the San Francisco 49ers Report, a defensive tackle depth piece. Is this going to be the Arik Armstead replacement if he is indeed released by the Niners? Jordan Elliott going to sign with San Francisco on a 2-year, $10 million contract. A lot of thoughts on this coming up, but first, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Yesterday on Monday, we put out a bunch of shows talking about every single move that the Niners have made. We were live for 8+ hours. We're live right now on the 49ers Report, putting out multiple videos once again. And when the Niners make a move, anytime, year-round, we dissect it, we discuss it. So make sure you join the movement, hop on board, and hit that sub button right now. Ian Rappaport breaking the news just a little while ago that the Niners are adding to their defensive line, and this is a position group for San Francisco that's a little bit depleted. They lost Javon Kinlaw, expected to release Arik Armstead once the new league year begins on Wednesday. Kevin Givens, Sebastian Joseph Day, also free agents, and you think about Elliott here, 2 years, $10 million, $5 million per. His agents confirming that news. If you look at the Pro Football Focus numbers, he certainly struggled a little bit. He had 15 tackles and 13 pressures last year, graded out as PFF's 167th best defensive tackle. He does have a lot of experience, though. He's a 4-year veteran. He has started 31 of 34 regular season games for what has been historically a very good Cleveland Browns defensive line, and overall a very good Cleveland Browns defense. And in his last 4 years, as he started a lot of those games, in 2020, 16 games, 15 tackles, 0 TFLs, no sacks, no pass breakups. 2021, been a durable player, of course, 16 games played, 26 tackles, 0 TFLs, a half sack, and a pass breakup. 2022 has a career year in 17 games, 36 tackles, 5 TFLs, 2 sacks, and 2 pass breakups. And then this past year in 2023, there's 21 tackles, 3 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, and 0 pass breakups. And those PFF grades, overall grade of 46.6 during the 2023 campaign, a run defense grade of 45.6, a pass rush grade which isn't bad at 62.3. Does have some pedigree to his name. Younger, 26 years old, obviously a lot cheaper than Arik Armstead, and we had a feeling that if the Niners were going to release Arik Armstead, huge cap hit, massive base salary in 2024, and he doesn't want to take that pay cut, they were going to go cheaper, opposite of Javon Hargrave, and then invest at defensive end. They've done that. Leonard Floyd, 2 years, $20 million. Yetur Gross-Matos, 2 years, $18 million. And going cheaper at defensive tackle includes a depth option like Jordan Elliott. He is not the most fleetest of foot. He is not going to beat you with a lot of quickness. He could beat you with the bull rush, though. And when he was at Mizzou playing his college football, he's 6'4", 303. He was a third-round pick, 88th overall, so the testing numbers were pretty good. At Mizzou, the production was pretty good, and the PFF numbers are always a little bit different compared to other statistical databases because they don't count half sacks, they just count them as full sacks. So let's run through these numbers here. Run defense snaps, 207. Pass rush snaps, 231. He had 14 solo tackles, 5 assists, 0 forced fumbles, 11 stops, those 3 sacks, 9 hurries, and then 12 total pressures. So every database is going to be a little bit different when they tally quarterback hits, hurries, as well as sacks. But this is a reinforcement to the interior of our defensive line when you understand that you might lose Arik Armstead and you already lost Javon Kinlaw, Sebastian Joseph Day, other players hitting the market for free agency. He's going to be a backup for this team, and he's a backup who's played a lot. And we'll see what he's able to do with this Niners team here, which is looking for players who can stuff against the run, get after the quarterback at good value here. That's what it comes down to. So grade the signing here. A, B, C, D, or F. Let us know what you're thinking down in the comments section. We always want to hear from the faithful. As for all of the moves that the Niners have made up to this point, of course, it's an updated list. Colton McKivitz, 1 year, $7 million extension. By the way, Fred Warner, contract extension, is going to free up somewhere in the neighborhood of about $10 million because his base salary is basically going to be the vet min. Brandon Allen, 1 year deal with Sam Darnold, signing that 1 year contract with Minnesota. He might end up being your quarterback too, where San Francisco then drafts a quarterback. Joe Milton. I'm a Joe Milton stan with that arm strength. He can throw the ball like 80, 90 yards. No joke. Leonard Floyd, the big ticket free agent signing so far for the Niners. 2 years, $12 million guaranteed. Juwan Jennings getting that restricted free agent tag. It's a second round tender, I should say, $4.89 million. So if the Niners don't come to an agreement on a contract extension with Jennings, he'll play at that number. If another team wants to sign him, they have to give him a new contract and then forfeit a second-round pick to San Francisco. Yetur Gross-Matos, 2 years, $18 million. Think Cleveland Ferrell. Think Charles Omenihu. Think Arden Key. A guy who's like 6'5", 250, could play the edge and could play defensive tackle, who was named by Pro Football Focus as the most improved player on that Panthers defense in 2023. Second-round pick, awful organization that he's played for. Now he goes to a great organization that prioritizes and has a track record of developing defensive linemen, and he could be a breakout player. And think about him as investing in a stock. You want to get in there early when the price is low in hopes that that stock is going to skyrocket, and that would be a good bang for your buck, low investment, high reward type of signing for San Francisco. George Odom, 2 year contract extension. Up to $10 million for one of the best special teamers in the National Football League. And then this one just coming across. Jordan Elliott, 2 year, $10 million deal. $5 million is a lot to an average person. Shit, I would love to have $5 million in the bank. NFL standards, it's not all that much money. It is solid backup defensive tackle money, and it's going to help absorb losing Eric Armstead. What has been your favorite signing so far? Drop us some names in the comments section. Do not forget to subscribe. We've been live. We've been pushing out a bunch of shows. Our content has been stellar. Our analysis, top notch. And we appreciate you for being a part of the ride here on the San Francisco 49ers Report.